I gotta make breakfast again.
Excuses, excuses. Mostly fit. So you came downstairs, and you needed breakfast, and you didn't have anything prepared.
I did not.
Now, obviously, me saying excuses, it's real, but I get it. I get it. You're busy.
Yeah.
You're a mother. You're a wife. You're a mom. You're that other thing too.
You said you're a mom.
I know.
A mother.
I said it.
Okay. Yes. I'm a wife, a mom, and a freaking badass. What else?
Yeah, that's what you are. Yeah. So I get it. Your time is taken.
Yeah. I can't always
know.
be making breakfast at 8 o'clock at night.
I know. So I have the solution for you.
Oh, okay.
You know how I have the solution for everything,
Yes.
right? Like I'm always the one that has the answers.
Yeah, you always have the answers.
Yep.
It's super helpful.
She was gonna say annoying.
I wasn't totally gonna say annoying.
She's gonna say it. So I have a solution for you.
Okay.
Because you're busy.
Yes.
Your time is taken.
Mm-hmm.
I get it. Mm-hmm. You got that split schedule at the gym.
I do.
I used to have a split schedule at the gym.
Not all the time, but sometimes.
I know. But those are the times she uses the excuse.
Also, baseball practices. I have 2 kids with 2 different baseball schedules.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're at the same time, but in 2 different fields across the town from each other.
How do you do that? Is it like magic?
Yeah. I mean, we get like a time machine.
That's cool.
And yeah, we divide and conquer. So I never see my husband.
Never.
And I'm either missing one kid's game or another kid's game. It's very sad.
Well, that's really
I
sad.
should have just had one kid.
Yeah.
Or I should have just like only favored one kid and had the other kid just not do anything.
Holy crap!
Jokes. These are the struggles that I deal with.
Okay, so you came downstairs. You needed breakfast.
I did need breakfast.
And you had nothing. You had nothing prepared.
No, I had nothing prepared. I had eggs.
Yeah, and then they take time.
They weren't
with
made.
dishes.
Yes.
Wouldn't it be nice to just have a chef?
Yeah.
Well, I've got the closest thing to being a chef.
You're gonna come over and just.
Well, I was gonna say I was gonna be your meal fairy.
Awesome.
And that way you can eat all the right things at the right times.
I like it.
And I don't have to yell at you about missing carbs.
I like it.
Yeah. So my idea here is one of my favorite things in the world. It involves some of my favorite ingredients. And it gets your protein, your fat, and your carbs in the right proportions.
Cool. I'm excited.
Yeah. So we have overnight peanut butter oatmeal. And
like all of those words.
overnight.
Overnight.
That's one of my
peanut
favorites.
butter and oatmeal.
I dig it too.
Yeah.
So we're gonna show you how to make it.
Cool.
Because it's magical.
Let's do it.
You want to see how magical it is?
Yeah.
Okay, so what we start with our oats. And it's very, very simple. I love these male recipes. You got 3 ingredients. You got oats, egg whites, peanut butter. And then you just have a little sweetener to make it fun. So, first of all, we have ourselves a measuring cup because measuring is important. Also, something to put your food in. Half of a cup. That's the serving size we're using today and the serving size that we're using for the examples. And it's gonna be, it can change per person because everybody's body is different. DM us if you need help with that. But there's a secret ingredient, cinnamon. Cinnamon makes everything better. And if you listen to some of those nutritional gurus, they'll say that it helps blood circulation and stuff. I don't know, I just like it. So there's no measuring this. Do it to taste, man. Do it to taste. I mean, later. Then you add your stevia or artificial sweetener of your choice. Or if you don't need stuff that sweet, don't add anything. But I have a spoon here. You just give it a nice little dollop. Can you dollop dry things?
I don't think so.
All right. So we have a little bit. It's about a teaspoon's worth. And if I was doing this on my own, seriously, I just turn the bag up and eyeball it. But it looks better on camera this way. And I'm a special type of character. I like to have a little salt. So that's the magical ingredient right there. Just a little sprinkle of salt. And we have the pink Himalayan sea salt here at Lindsay's house. Isn't it special? So you got all your dry ingredients. Once again, that's a recap of oats, cinnamon, stevia, and pink Himalayan sea salt. Now we get down to the nitty gritty. It is this easy. I should probably just do this in real time, but there's probably some cuts in here. So realistically, you should pull out a measuring cup, or what I like to do, you have your digital scale in the kitchen, but my digital scale is lost right now, and I don't feel like messing up all of Lindsay's dishes. So what I know from experience is if you cover these oats just so, this is where you want to get in close here, like get all up in there. And then, so you cover them just enough. See, it's just about covered there. It's a little loose, but covered. And once you do that, that's about a half to 3/4 of a cup of egg whites. It's a small serving, gives you about 18 grams of protein or so. We'll do a final recap at the end here. So if you're me, now that you've got your egg whites in here, you could just use a spoon and then lick everything off before you put the peanut butter in there. But if you're smart and don't want to dirty up the dishes in someone else's house, we use a fork. And the reason I like to use forks is because it really, it lets the ingredients separate too, and it spreads it throughout the mixture. Bam. And then I'm still gonna lick the fork. Watch it. Ow. And then the magic. You have 1 serving, count it, 1 serving of peanut butter. This is a little bit of a liberal serving, but it's still pretty darn close. This is why we use a teaspoon, by the way, because you're gonna end up with tablespoons worth. Right there, boom, that's the serving size. It's 33 grams, I remember that much. This is why Lindsay uses 2 spoons. But I'm a boy, and I make messes. And the other reason, no lie, this is where mostly fit becomes mostly fit, because there's some left on the spoon. That's why you do that liberal serving. You wanna know why? That's why. So you got your peanut butter in your mixture. It looks a little bit gross right now. You got your fork again. And then you just let that spread through the mixture right here. Bam, boom. You scrape it off the sides. I don't leave stuff on the sides of my dishes. Give it 1 extra little whip. And your whole mixture is there. And the final step, put the lid on it and refrigerate overnight. So really, while I did that, how long did it take?
Not long at all, I would say.
It was super duper easy.
It was super duper easy.
Especially for a mother that has to be in like 14 places at once.
Yeah, I'm very intrigued, because I would think that your oatmeal would have to be warm.
But it doesn't, because it's overnight. The only reason you have to heat oatmeal at all is just to get it to absorb water.
But like, now are you eating raw
I'm
eggs?
glad you asked about that, because in the
that
carton,
would freak me out a little bit, I think.
in the carton here, it is they're pasteurized, so
Okay.
there's no chance of salmonella as long as you keep it cold. None of that business. So I would not use like cracked egg whites in this. If egg whites gross you out, as she just mentioned, some people just don't do eggs. Some people don't like egg whites. Like, I hear it's a thing. Like, I have no concept.
I like egg whites. I just always assume they had to be cooked like regular eggs.
Yeah, these totally don't.
I'm not Gaston from Beauty and the Beast. Gaston.
Eat 3 dozen eggs.
What's his name?
Yeah, Gaston.
Gaston.
So if you're not into egg whites, you can do the exact same thing with all the same steps, including the licking of the spoon, with your favorite peanut. Wow, I was about to say peanut butter. I'm stuck on peanut butter powder here. You can do it with the same. You can do the same thing with your favorite protein powder. Just takes a little bit of either almond milk or water, whatever. Still the same process. Stick it in the refrigerator overnight.
Awesome.
So I would say for you, Miss, oh no, I don't have a lot of time. to make a good few of these? Because you saw it took like 5 minutes to make one.
Yes.
It takes 7 minutes to make 5 of them.
No, I can get down with that.
Yeah. It's a great option for the person on the go.
Yeah.
And if you're a girl on the go like me, this is a great option for you.
Once again, if you're looking for a lower fat option, instead of regular peanut butter, you can use the PB Fit powder. It has 87% less fat and about 1/3 the calories.
Wait, so how many grams of fat is that?
2.
2?
Per serving.
Versus how many's in peanut butter?
16.
And here we have the final result. So it's been refrigerated overnight and it's got a little bit of a thicker consistency. And you don't have to heat it up. If you do, it creates a little bit of a more solid mass, kind of cookie-like almost. But you can add a little bit more liquid if you want to, or egg whites, or whatever fits your macros. Thank you so much for watching the video. We're getting started on this channel right now, brand new to the whole thing. So we're still looking for ideas. So if you have ideas or you have questions you want to ask to NASM certified personal trainers who are also living real lives, leave it right down there in the comments, right down there.
And if you like what you're seeing, show us some love and hit that little subscribe button.